Hello everyone, my name is Ayla study from class D 2023 and my student number is H01230034. And in this presentation, I would like to share the results of my interview with Ma'am Fadriani, an experienced lecturer in English language teaching. The title of my report is Literature and Language Education. The purpose of this interview was to gain insight into how literature can be integrated into English language learning, what benefits it brings to students, and what challenges. So, what purpose of the interview? So, the interview aimed to explore three main things. First, how literature is used in teaching English as a foreign language. Second, the advantages of using literary text in language classroom. and third, the obstacles of or difficulties that teachers usually encounter when applying literature-based pedagogy. This experience also helped me reflect on my future role as an English. The key findings: use of literature. Ms. Fadriani explained that she frequently incorporates literature in her teaching. She mainly uses short stories and poems because they are rich in language and meaning, yet manageable in length. She also used excerpts from novels and plays occasionally. This helps students experience different styles and registers of language, making their learning more diverse and meaningful. And then, reason for using literature. There are several reasons why Ms. Fadriani chooses to use literature. Literary texts provide authentic examples of language use, exposing students to rich vocabulary, complex grammar structures, and cultural elements that are often missing from textbooks. Moreover, literature encourages students to think critically, feel empathy toward others, and reflects on their own life. This makes learning more holistic and engaging. And then, what is skill development? Literature help develop various language skills. According to Ms. Fadriani, it is particularly effective in enhancing reading and speaking skills. Reading comprehension improves through analysis of text, while speaking skills are strengthened through discussions, debates, and presentation. Literature can also be used to improve writing and listening through creative text and listening to audio version of the text. When so next is teaching strategies. When teaching literature, Ms. Fadriani applies student-centered strategies. She starts with pre-reading activities that activate students' background knowledge. During reading, she guides students with questions that help them understand the text. After reading, she encourages students to engage in role plays, creative writing, and discussions. She also used literature circles and group analysis to promote collaboration and deeper engagement. And then, what is challenges? Despite the many benefits, Ms. Fadriani also pointed out several challenges. The first is the difficulty of the language in literary text, which can be complex and abstract. Then second is limited class time, which makes it hard to explore text deeply. The third challenge is variations in students' interest and motivation toward literature. These challenges require teachers to be creative and flexible in their teaching. And then, what is benefit of servant? Students who engage with literature and language learning show many positive changes. They become more confident in expressing their ideas and emotions. Their vocabulary grows, their imagination is stimulated, and their understanding of cultural or human issues deepens. Literature not only improves language skills but also encourages a lifelong. And the last is implication for my future teaching. From this interview, I have learned a valuable lesson for my future teaching. I will make literature a regular and important part of my English lessons. I will apply student-centered method to help students actively engage with text. I also plan to use scaffolding strategies such as pre-teaching vocabulary and giving cultural background to support students' understanding. I will choose texts carefully to ensure they are appropriate and interesting for my students. Most importantly, I hope to encourage critical thinking, empathy, and passion for learning in my classroom. So, to conclude, this interview with Ms. Fajriani taught me that literature is not just about reading stories. It's a powerful tool for developing language skill, critical thinking, and emotional intelligence. I feel inspired to integrate literature into my future lesson and create a learning environment where students can grow not only as language learner but also as thoughtful, empathic. Oh, that's all for me. Thank you so much for your attention.